You guys go ahead and include your audio.
Yep.
Alright. Hello, welcome to Stampede Racecast for episode 5.5 of 2020. I am host Shane Graboid, alongside any guest that decides to join. What in the hell? Oh, sorry, disclaimer. Just a quick heads up for viewers. We stream on Xbox. Quality might not be great whenever you see this on YouTube later. But we're going in unscripted and no guide. So if you guys got any topics you want to talk about, toss it. I don't remember tweeting that, but it's out there.
Oh, we could relive what happened between us and the last SRL race in the
Let's
last
do
few
it.
laps. Fact that these two teammates and one of them decided to push past the other one.
I don't even.
Yeah,
I just
like the
wasn't
big
paying-
shout out to Q Dog. Big shout out.
I wasn't
Q
paying
Dog having a
attention.
hell of a season. Great season. You're proving everyone wrong. But when it comes to plate
yeah,
racing, man,
definitely
you
did
can't leave your teammates out to dry. I mean,
At the end of the day, we did finish 4th and 5th.
Yeah, you
I don't
got ahead of
even-
me at the end.
I remember.
Also, Baritone, if you could do me a favor, in place of Chris, can you make sure my stream is just running okay?
Yeah, you're running fine. I'm looking at it already.
The crazy
Alright,
thing
cool,
is that
thank you.
I do remember the last pit stop, and I don't know if I was to the back of Cole or we were pretty much working together for the whole race. But I think, what do you remember what you took, Cole, on the last stop?
I think
Did
I
you take
just
just
took
gas?
rights and then a can.
Well, whatever you did, it separated us. And the only thing that, Baritone was the closest, and I want to say Trey was also there too.
No, I don't
And-
know if it was Trey. I think it was just another random driver in the field.
I think it was Trey. I think it was you and Trey and me and Q Dog.
Just a field filler.
And
Well, it felt like there were quite a
again,
few out there.
when
Also, I
didn't
think
see Cole,
Baritone, you might have a slight echo.
I didn't even look at the leaderboard. I was just either I didn't know if Cole was ahead or front, and yeah, and then Baritone's slick with it too because he was
Should be
like,
good now.
"Oh, we're catching the podium." So my whole thing is like, "Oh, we can at least try to get third." And I'm not even.
I mean,
just
I
pushing the
didn't
shit out of
lie.
him. Not even paying
Ooh.
attention that I had just pushed Baritone past my teammate.
Yeah, I saw y'all with a
Um,
big run, and I thought to
So,
myself,
go ahead.
and I was like, I see Q Dog in the middle, Baritone leading. So when they
Oh,
go
I
high,
thought-
my teammate's got to come down low and help me get past the other two. And then here's Q Dog in a boss racing sandwich and blowing by me.
I just was like, all right, here we come. I got a big run. If I know Q was behind me, I was like, all right, he's probably gonna stay behind his teammate. If I get a good enough run here, and Trey wakes up and pushes me, then it might be okay. But Q stays. I'm sitting there and I'm like, am I doing this right? Because he's just let me pass you, and I'm like, okay.
I really.
I think
did
I
not
was the first
realize
one to
until
mention it
Baritone
too. I
said-
shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, until you said
just see how
something.
long y'all. Yeah, I should have
didn't
seen
even
how
realize.
long it would have taken.
I wish I could have been a part of that race. I was too busy ruining my own day and
Oh, don't
wiping
worry.
somebody else out to boot.
I wasn't really a part of it much. I mean, I was. It seemed. I mean, right from the second I took my starting qualifying, it seemed like I was always going to be on the second hand behind the back foot of that, especially with the damage. So I never really got track position like I wanted it, and I pretty
I'll
much
tell
was
you
always
what,
in that
we-
second pack that was catching the leaders. I did it
I would
once.
say we worked
and
hard.
I was pretty
we worked
proud of
hard to be in that second pack to catch the lead pack a couple times.
that.
Hey,
Yeah,
if we had
I-
one more lap, we would have won that race because I think Chris and Cheese would have ran out of fuel, and we were catching the third place truck
Oh yeah,
or car really fast.
Yeah.
we would have caught him. We would have caught Billman that lap. It was just.
Yeah, we were at the line. We finished right behind him. We would have
Yeah, we were within. I
flew by
think
him and then
a
caught the
second and a
leaders.
half too.
Stayed a
Yeah,
lap.
it's just how it worked out. We were just a lap off. It is what it is.
But it was fun
They
though.
could just go that little bit
Caution
extra and
free.
save a little bit more fuel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the package is always fun to run. Makes it interesting.
That's
I do
crazy
love that
because that
package,
was
and I think it works well with the trucks too.
and that was our
Yeah,
third
probably works better
plate
with the
race of that
trucks.
weekend. because we had the 2
Mhm.
Daytonas the day before
God, that Daytona was terrible.
in NAR.
Yeah. I always seem to be on the back foot. The plate races, I always seem to have some speed, but I just never can get any track position to do anything with it. I don't know. I guess I'm too aggressive.
That's how I was pitting. I'm too indecisive on whether or not to pit that time and decided way too
Mhm.
late.
Yeah, I
Quick shout out to
sped in one
Master
of them.
Killer for spotting for me all
Oh,
stage 2.
spotting, that was crazy. Yeah.
I think I remember.
I was the only truck able not to save gas that run because I was leading the whole thing and everyone else gets
Oh,
to
because you're
save. And,
leading. Yeah.
yeah,
I,
had Master Killer
I don't
spotting
think
the
I
whole
ever got a
time and he
chance
did
to
a great
save
job.
either. I was always I was always either leading or shoving the crap out of someone in that second group. I literally, there was at one point, I don't know if it was the second stage or beginning of the third stage. I was like leading like a command line. I was like telling everyone, get in certain spot, let's get the fuck going. It's great.
Yeah, it was a fun
Yeah,
race.
I can't wait to get to Daytona. I feel like it's going to be kind of awkward to figure out where the bot, because there's no lane or dashed lines dividing the lanes like there is at Talladega, so it's going to be kind of weird to figure that out.
Right.
We'll figure out something for it.
It should be good. And those wondering why we're doing an episode on Sunday, SRL's race got postponed, so we're doing Sonoma next week. And in place of the race, we decided to just shoot the shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um,
I was
Q
joking
Dog had
with,
an interesting idea.
yeah, I was just about to say, I was talking with Shane before he went live here. I said that, a topic we could talk about is kind of do driver comparisons type deal. So, like, for example, who do we think would be like the Kyle Busch of SRL type thing? We just kind of go through every driver and give them a real
Oh,
NASCAR driver
yeah.
comparison.
Well, let's start with the top. We got Baritone up top. Who do we compare Baritone to?
Baritone.
He's a strategy guy.
Right. He is a strategy
I'm very
guy.
much, I could say, feel you need me to
He's
save,
pretty
I'll
well
save
known
it.
for winning some races off some strategies.
Seems to be the only thing I can do at this point.
Alright, so we got Paul Wolf as
I,
Baritone.
I, I would give him. I
I
would
was
say
gonna-
Keselowski.
I was gonna say Keselowski without the whole when Keselowski had that bad rap where he was getting into he ruined Gordon. That's harsh memories for me and Cole.
I'm trying to think
Oh, yeah.
first season if I got into anyone like that. Or like second season. I don't think in SRL I really had, not in SRL at least, I don't think I've had an issue in terms of getting into anyone and making a rivalry out of it or anything, I don't think.
Probably not.
I've had it in other
It's
leagues,
kind of hard for
but
me
not
to
in this one.
decide too, because I want to take his personality into consideration as well.
What do you
Right.
think personality-wise?
Barrett-
I don't even know.
Baritone
Personality.
has that. Oh, well, that's great personality. So
Yeah, it really is. I'm just like, oh, I'm only 4 laps down. Oh, wow, wonderful.
let's see who's a smart ass but fast.
That does
I
sound.
feel
Honestly,
Kurt Busch.
and everyone tells me this. If it wasn't active, it would be Tony. Honestly, in my opinion. I mean, and that's not even because that's my favorite driver. I think I've a lot of
I
people
can see
tell
that.
me that I act or sound even like Tony Stewart. Like this is since like I started racing really. So, but I mean, currently, Clint's a pretty big smartass. Kurt too.
He gets pretty heated. Well, so does Kurt.
I get heated. You can. I got heated. What was it? A couple weeks ago. I can get heated, but
Yeah,
I'm
your
always
heated is
chill
kind of
afterwards.
different from, like, say, my heated.
Yeah. No. When I get heated, I'm gonna. You're gonna know about it, but I usually don't end up wrecking anyone or anything because of it. I might move you, but I'm not really known for that. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Maybe we might have to come back to him.
Yeah. He's after
I'm hard
Baritone.
to place.
Well,
We can go down the
what about
list.
Trey.
Ooh, Trial Trey.
I
Trey.
don't know
who
enough
in
really.
NASCAR cannot get off their rookie season?
Hmm.
I would say Ricky. In terms of that, seems like ah, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
Because
because Trey's a little newer.
yeah, it's
How
newer. I don't
about
have
how
a
about like a
I've raced
Austin
for
Dillon?
years.
Like some
No,
races you
he
kind of
doesn't.
see him have some good races, and
He
there's
has
others where he's
speed. Yeah, he has speed, but he always seems to like disappear halfway through a race.
I was thinking maybe like a
I don't
Paul
know where he
Menard.
goes.
Old school.
not.
A who? Cole?
Little
Paul
Paul
Menard
Menard.
really. I don't. You don't. Paul Menard
Paul
kind of has a
Menard?
quiet race, but Trey kind of makes some
Yeah,
mistakes here and there. Paul Menard really
yeah, I don't
doesn't.
feel like Trey's very quiet.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
like a
can be
Bubba
quiet.
Wallace.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
kind of can get in. He kind of gets into like how we did the Kyle Busch at like Sonoma. Like Trey can get into some
yeah.
people.
He doesn't get his heated
Yeah,
though.
I'd go Bubba Wallace.
But I think racing wise, yeah, I think you're pretty. That's about as close as I think you get.
All right, well, our next guy would be Winding. Who in NASCAR is in a
Ooh.
barrel?
Winding. Hmm.
It's kind of hard to understand.
Yeah.
He's he's got bursts of speed at random times, and other
Yeah.
times he's just there.
I don't know. Would Eric
I want
Jones
to say like
fit him?
maybe like a Daniel Suarez.
I was kind of
has a-
feeling DiBenedetto.
Yeah,
Hmm.
actually,
Matty D.
that might be. I don't know. I think that close. I honestly think the car he currently drives, Eric Jones, might actually be a decent fit. Because Eric Jones can have speed at tracks, and then he's just kind of
Certain tracks.
disappears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could see Eric Jones.
He gets hot
I think
and then
he's
he
in the
doesn't.
right. He's in the right car for what he's doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of quietly there most of the time. That's kind of what Eric Jones does.
Right.
And some races he's not. I think that's pretty accurate.
All right, well, I'm next on the list.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Chain.
Do we
I'm
go
going Harvick.
this season chain guy, Boyd?
I'm going Harvick. I think I like Harvick. I think Chain's always there at the end. And
Yeah,
when he
but every
doesn't have
time
a good
Harvick
car, he
wins, I
makes,
don't go, oh,
makes
well,
the
I
most.
guess he won another one.
No, they do call him the closer. Chain does close
Yeah.
out races pretty
I
well.
don't even know if he's
And then
the closer. He
Chain-
just finds
Chain
the
hits
best
that
ways
with
to win.
Hits
Reminds
that
me
with
of
a,
Logano.
I haven't practiced, and then goes out and gets the pole.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't do that last night. It's damn close, though.
I don't know. Who's like, yeah, Harvick's kind of like that, I guess. Might not be wrong.
I could deal with that.
Who's
What about
next?
Cheese?
Cheese?
Ooh, cheese.
Doesn't know when to shut up. Has
Impatient
speed, can
ass
win some races.
cheeseburger.
Logano?
Yeah,
I was thinking the
actually
same
think
thing.
that
I like
is
that.
perfect. I think
that's-
Logano's perfect.
Because you could, I was
thinking
thinking,
the exact same thing.
I think that's honestly his personality. He's like pretty spot on to that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know Logano personally, but
Whiny
I
little
feel
kid.
like he
Sounds perfect for
can be a
Logano.
little annoying.
All right, next is Chris.
Yeah, Chris is next.
Hmm.
He
If
might
we
be a
let
little
Q Dog
hard.
answer, he might call him like the slowest person on the field or something.
No. Chris. Kind of.
I'm leaning on
I
Jimmy
kinda like-
Johnson.
I was kind of leaning
I-
more somebody a little more rougher, like maybe like a Kurt Busch who doesn't take no shit type deal. Because I feel like Chris is that type
Yeah,
of guy.
but I don't think he gets as pissed. Who's a guy that doesn't take shit but doesn't really? Someone that's gonna he
Yeah.
races everyone.
Chris does joke around a lot. So does Clint Boyer.
I was actually thinking because Chris races everyone. He races everyone, whether it's teammate or not, pretty hard, but it's clean. Which
Yeah.
reminds me a lot of Newman.
You know, you got a point.
But and I'm thinking more like Penske type Newman where he could win races too, and he had speed. He was very fast at a
Wow.
lot of
I remember
tracks.
Chris at Bristol, and he was definitely Ryan Newman.
I
Yeah.
think honestly,
Alright.
every time I race
100%.
Newman.
Chris, it's like hard.
Chris
It's
was
clean.
hard to
Like he
pass at
races
Bristol.
clean, and it's not personal. It's just he wants to race someone, which is perfect for Newman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
Ron to Cole.
Chris is Ryan Newman. Who do we got for Cole?
That's
I'll stay quiet. Y'all discuss.
I'm trying to think.
So are we sticking with active drivers? Can we use?
I mean, well, like
I guess we can broaden the horizons.
Because if
Well, then I'm
if I
definitely
if I had to
Tommy.
go for a pass driver, I think I'm gonna go with like a Matt Kenseth for Cole.
ooh,
Kind of always in the top 5 type deal. Wins his
Consistent.
wins his races. Yeah, every now and then.
consistent.
All right.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Doesn't really blow his lid very often, but when he does,
No,
it's
but when he
spanked.
does, it's great.
But like,
and
yeah,
someone's
like
in the-
what Matt
someone's
Kenseth did
stealing his wrath.
to Logano at Martinsville. Cole will do something like that to slide job before they became best friends.
Oh, I have seen Cole do that.
Yeah.
No,
I
that-
remember when
that
Bigfoot
kid was
was
pretty
running
good.
into me at Sonoma, and
Yeah. I've
Cole just
seen
decided to
Cole-
jump in
Cole's
out of
moved a few
nothing.
people in his day.
What do you think about that, Cole?
All right.
Any comments?
I ain't mad at it. He's a champion.
All right. We got Rushy next.
Rushy.
See, that's Jimmy Johnson to me. I think he actually drives that well. That or Denny Hamlin.
Uh,
I was more like a Martin Truex. He's always.
I was
up there.
gonna say
yeah.
Truex too.
I think we're all in that similar ballpark. Kinda
personnel.
bland.
There's
I
really
would
not
go
a
Jones
weakness.
like
I haven't
all
seen
hell.
a weakness. I haven't seen a weakness out of him
I-
in any track.
I would go
Truex might
late
be good.
2000s, early 2010s. Jimmy Johnson.
See, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking current Jimmy. I was thinking like late 2000, early 2010s Jimmy. Just does not have a weakness, but doesn't really say much or has a really like outlandish personality.
Very,
Just gets his
very
shit
humble.
done. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I would go with.
So I think current Truex, I think they're right about that, but like late Jimmy Johnson or late 2000 Jimmy would be good too. Sounds about right.
What about Q Dog?
QDOGG.
Mm.
Let's see who never finishes in the top 5. I'm kidding.
I knew that. Someone was gonna say it. Someone was gonna say it.
If I had to go Q-Dog. Really never in trouble.
Never
Don't
in
do anything
trouble,
to
team
ever
player,
start anything.
helps the team out. Never in trouble. Consistently inside the top 10.
Maybe like an Alex Bowman.
I was.
I was
That's my
thinking
pick.
that too.
That's my
Yeah,
pick. That was
yeah.
actually my pick. If I had to pick somebody, it would be Bowman.
I think, yeah, that's right.
Alex Bowman, he's a good teammate. Doesn't really force no issues. Doesn't really start anything. Just
Yeah,
Runs
I
well.
think Bowman's good. That's probably right.
Now, what about Bills? But who hardly races in NASCAR?
Bills.
Seems to have shit luck. That's tough. That's
Very
tough.
talkative. Michael
because he is
Waltrip.
quick.
I was thinking Waltrip.
What about?
Oh, there on the super speedways, but I don't know. Their personalities.
I would say
are
maybe a
too
Larson?
different. No,
I
I don't
wouldn't
think.
compare him to Larson.
That's tough. That's
Maybe
that's
Hamlin.
tough. No,
I feel like they have.
he's
equal
hard to
personalities.
pinpoint. Yeah, you're kind of right with the personalities. I think you're in the ballpark. Actually, maybe Kurt Busch. I don't know. He can get mad, but he doesn't. He doesn't go on the track and do it. He gets
Yeah,
pissed
he'll
after the
say
race and
yeah.
before it.
He'll say it, but he won't actually,
Hmm.
do anything. It's a tough one.
That's tough.
What about Biffle?
Yeah.
The
I
Biff.
don't know.
Biffle's quiet.
Yeah, but he can be quiet. Yeah. I'm just thinking of guys who seem to have good speed and then just something screws them over, either bad luck, a mechanical failure, or something. That's kind of
That's like a
his.
Chase Elliott.
Yeah,
I
but
feel Michael Waltrip. Michael Waltrip is always in accidents, and
yeah, but it was a lot of those were Michael.
then
Waltrip's
again,
fault.
Michael's a little more positive when he crashes.
Yeah, Phil's is very well. I'm screwed. I don't know. Might have to come back to that one. That one's tough.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and move to Exodus.
Who
Exodus
likes to wreck their
Mav.
teammates a lot?
There it is. He's quiet too. Doesn't say much.
Whispers.
Stenhouse.
You know, that's not the worst.
That might
he
be
could
pretty
be up
accurate.
there, but
Yep.
He's up
Exodus
there.
can
He can get up there on
he
certain
takes
plate
his
tracks.
gambles with his 2 tires sometimes, and
Yeah. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I think that's pretty accurate.
Well, what about Girth?
Whoever
I don't think I
drives the
really
51
raced with
that
him
week.
much.
You heard it here first.
Whoosh.
Next question.
Moving on.
I mean, let's be. I mean, brutally honest. I don't think I've seen that dude get a top 10. Or that it was
Maybe
like
like-
8th.
Maybe like a Jeff Green.
I think at Iowa he got 6th. He got 6th at Iowa.
Does Ty Dillon perform at road courses?
Ty Dillon
I
got
think he
10th
won a stage
today.
or 2 last year.
Ty Dillon got 10th today. Yeah, he won a stage last year. He won Bristol, I think.
Because Girth ran well in some of the
Road
races
courses?
last season.
How about like
Yeah,
a
he ran good
McDowell?
at road courses. He ran good at
Yeah,
Kansas.
McDowell. McDowell's good. McDowell runs top 10 at road courses, top 15. That's probably
Alright.
fair.
Oh, McDowell.
He likes to flip
Oh,
his car at
this next
qualifying
one.
in Texas.
Who's this next one?
The master himself. The NAOR king, Mr. J-Paw.
Kyle Busch.
Nah.
Ain't that
when
the
he-
truth? I think
When
that
he gets
when he turns into angry paw,
paw, that is Kyle Busch right there.
Oh,
Come on,
I'm trying to
guys.
think. No, yeah, you're right. All I can think about is I had to hear him bitch for 150 laps about how he should have fucking won Martinsville. Oh my
Exactly.
God, that is Kyle Busch. Jeez,
he is the Bush brothers. He's the
I
Bush
always
brothers.
see him. I always
He's
see
both
him in
brothers.
the 22, and I always think, oh, there goes J. Paul winning again. Another Joey Logano win. Did not that? You are 100% right. Anytime he thinks he's got a fast car, and J. Paul, you do this. Anytime you've got a fast car, whenever something doesn't go your way, it's 150 laps of I should have won this race. Y'all fucked up the race. I should have won. Oh, here we go again. And he does it for
Angry
150
Paul.
laps after the race.
Angry paw. Hashtag
Yo,
Angry
follow me.
Paul. That
I
is
could hear
Hashtag
him
angry Paul in the
grinding
chat.
his teeth right now.
I'm getting dumped next week, and it's not even funny.
He's sending an angry text to you as soon as he sees this.
Oh, as soon as he sees this. Someone's just
And now
gonna
I'm
tweet
gonna
at him.
get
You
one.
should just go to this point in the audio and just listen to what they say. He is going to be
23
angry
minutes in.
Paul. Why didn't I get a qualifying invite to next week's race? Oh, maybe you shouldn't call me Angry Paul.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the next one is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. That's Mr. Slide Job.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Slide job.
I mean, if you want to talk about a lot of promise, but seems to wreck everything every week, is Danica Patrick.
I
Gets
like
hyped
that.
up a lot too.
Wow.
Gets hyped up a ton too. You can
That's
quote
big.
me on that.
Damn. That was a pretty bad one.
Well, it's
I'm gonna
official. I
skip
think
over
I,
Beast because he's part-time. I don't even think I've seen him this quarter. I have to check. Nope.
Beast is another one of those guys that thinks he can win every week, and something happens to him, and then he thinks he has the best car and should have won the race. And
Reminds me of old Elliott Sadler.
What about Billman?
Or Boris said at a road course.
Bill.
Billman? Whoever drives the
They
52
don't-
that week. No, I'm joking. Billman's actually got some speed at some tracks. Didn't he
I
finish
would
third
actually
in the?
put
he's
him
like a,
as
like a
like
Dave. I would say like a David Reagan.
Yeah.
I would put
Corey
him Paul
LaJoy.
Menard because he's really quiet. I don't remember hearing him talk at all.
I don't
What
even know
about Corey
his voice
LaJoy?
sounds like.
I don't think I've ever heard him talk.
I don't,
I don't think he
know
talked when he got the podium. I think
And
someone was
every
yelling at
time
him
Paul
for pushing him
Menard
down pit road.
pops up in like the top 10, it's like, oh, I forgot
Where
that
did
was
he
a
come
driver.
from? Yeah. You're probably pretty close to Paul Menard with that.
And Billman, he's not making noise, but he's there. It's just weird.
Yeah, you're right.
He's part-time. Jeldwin's on his way out the door. Master Killer, he's part-time too. I don't know. Do you guys want to any of those three? Creepy, Jeldwin, or Master Killer? You guys got anyone?
Creepy, I always feel bad for when he does something stupid or ends up getting lagged out or something. I don't know. He's had some. I think he's been decent the past couple of weeks that he's raced. He hasn't been
Creepy's more of a
terrible.
road course kind of guy.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
Boris said.
Boris.
AJ
yo.
Allmendinger.
We'll give him Boris.
AJ.
Maybe the Dinger.
Yeah. Master Killer. I don't know.
He's another one of those strategists. He always comes up with something.
Yeah. Maybe Chris Buescher. He seems to always have some decent strategy. He won a race off strategy. I think Master Killer won a race last season in SRL, didn't he?
Yeah, Iowa.
Was it off
Yeah.
strategy?
Yeah, he beat the Bush brothers that week.
I don't think it was
Yeah.
off track. I think he performed.
Well, Chris Buescher
Yeah,
can
he ran
perform
really well.
too. I think Buescher is
He
pretty
was
good
on-
for him.
I think
Pusher
him
the
and-
pusher.
He was on J-Paw's team at the time. I think,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Sharing.
right as soon
sharing
as he switched
information.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Buescher. My
The
opinion.
next one we got. This one ought to be fun though. Texas Alexis.
Oh, what's Sepik got?
Ooh.
Sepik has evolved over the years.
Who tears up the most race cars?
That would be Ricky Stenhouse. We're freaking Austin Cindric a year,
Texas,
2 years ago or something.
Hunter puts up with zero shit from anybody. Getting him to not
Yeah.
wipe somebody out is like pulling teeth. So, for anyone who watches this and you're on track with Texas Alexis and you decide you want to rough him up a little bit, I wouldn't expect to finish that race.
Yeah.
Man, Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, but you gotta have speed to be Earnhardt. That's
He can't be
reserved.
quick.
No, but he's not Earnhardt quick. Let's be honest. He would have.
I don't know. He goes off. That's like a Tony Stewart kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, he's in that same boat as me that is a Stewart fan. So I think he's on the other spectrum of Stewart than I am. I'm more on the sarcastic side. He's more on the I'm just gonna wreck you if you fuck with me side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Well, that's it for driver comparisons because we got trial guys in here. We can actually do K-Show.
Let's move on.
All
Morgan
right.
Shepherd.
Wait, is K Show? Oh wow, he is a trial guy.
Yeah, he got moved to trial period. Now, another thing Q-Dog was mentioning was what you call it? Super
Oh yeah,
what?
like you know how you, like at the end of the yearbooks they do like superlatives.
Oh,
So you have like,
most
like
likely.
most
to,
likely,
sort of thing.
right. I guess I'll start.
You
I'll
got
come
a
up with
list
the
of
first
them?
one. Well, I'll just come up with a first. We can each just come up with like most likely something. We can just
All
come up
right.
with a driver. I got this. How about this
Sounds
one?
good.
Most likely to lose the championship on the last race.
Jeez, right. Well,
Oh wow, that's a tough one because that's happened to me. That's happened to J. Paul. That's happened to Shane.
Well, we'll put it for this season for SRL.
Oh, for
I don't know
SRL
that
this
it come
season?
down to that because of the way the
I
points
don't even
are
know.
laid, but
It's
it
so
is
early.
close. It is close. All right,
Oh,
let's use this
I will
quarter
say
as
something
an
after this
example.
because I got a gripe about after listening to the podcast.
Cheese. I
I'm
think
picking
Cheese
Yeah,
is
Cheese
gonna
too.
make a great
Yeah,
run for a championship, but I could see him doing some bonehead move to
Yep.
not win it.
Yeah.
Some
I agree with
impatient
that.
move
I
with
agree.
like 20 to go and getting a second strike or something. Like that's something he would do.
Would be he would be trying to lap someone and get pissed at them or just accidentally put them in the wall and force a caution while he's leading and end up giving it up that way.
yeah, I'm gonna have to
Here's
say
one.
cheese as well.
I think so.
Jesus, we're gonna hear some comments on that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I hear him now.
Oh, and speaking of cheese, and Chris, this applies to you too. I was listening to the podcast Wednesday, and I want to say, to both of you for not even mentioning me in the battle for the freaking point standings, even though I was leading to start off, and I'm literally one of the 4 within the points thing, and you mentioned everyone else but me. Thanks. I'll see you when I win.
Well, give us another one, another category.
Freaking 6 points back, not even a mention.
Huh.
Mentioned rushing more than me.
You said most likely to
Another
rage
category.
quit off the air.
Oh yeah, most
so,
likely to
Most likely to rage
in a
quit.
race.
Yeah.
In a race.
Bills.
I'd have to go
gosh,
with
Because I've
Really?
seen
I
him
was gonna
do
say
it
Texas
time and time
Alexis.
again. No,
I was
well,
gonna say
Texas
Hunter.
Alexis will still
Creepy.
race 2 laps down. Bills won't race
Creepy.
if he loses the pack.
Mm.
Although to
I'm
be
gonna
fair,
go creepy.
Bills did finish a race when he was 2 bottles of tequila in or something.
Oh yeah, the Darlington race.
40
I remember
laps
that.
down. That Darlington, that's still one of the funniest things
I
ever.
think he was out of fuel too, and he was just
Yeah, he was out of fuel, so he did the
going-
last 40 laps.
yeah, just going like
completely
30 miles per
wasted.
hour.
30 miles per hour around the apron at Darlington. It was the funniest
Yeah.
thing to see what he's doing that lap. It was funny. No, but I think recently, I don't know. I guess with Bills, you can't tell if he lags out or if he wrecks out, or not wrecks out, but if he lags out or rage quits because he does it both. I don't know. Creepy's kind of the same boat. You can't tell if he lags out or wrecks out or just quits. They're kind of. I think they're both doing the same. My opinion.
Yeah.
I just think there's nothing against Bills, but I just think personally he just is like I don't got time for this sometimes, so he just kind of leaves.
All right.
Anybody?
Most likely to stay
Go ahead.
out on a tire that needs to be replaced.
Hmm. Exodus.
Oh,
Maverick.
that's tough.
Exodus Maverick.
Yeah. I was trying to think which guy in the mid that usually doesn't have too many chances to win would do it. Probably right. I think I've seen him do it. Him or Billman, probably.
You got baritone. You got one? Maybe Cole.
Uh I'm trying to think. Yeah. Well, who's most likely to dump someone for calling them something stupid?
Cheese. I think it's
Cheese.
Cheese.
Probably. Yeah.
Jeez, you
Or even
popped
I
the
think if
slice.
you just
Gotta watch your
ooh
shit.
at him wrong, he would he'd dump you. Just gotta,
Who's
you
most
just gotta-
likely every
That's not how
week
you
to
do
get
it.
2 strikes?
Ooh.
Slide job.
Slide job.
Yep, that's definitely slide job.
I think because he's done it the most. She's been a little bit better this season, so slide job.
How about most
Who's most
likely,
likely to get into it with
Okay.
slide job next?
Ooh, next driver to get into it. I'm gonna go with Chris.
What's the next track?
I think I'm gonna go Chris.
I don't know.
Sonoma.
Chris won't be. I don't know.
Oh,
I think the very next driver to get into it with slide job is going to be Chain Grab.
That's kind of.
There you go.
I mean,
I don't know.
it could be. Would you consider not getting into it with the slide job yet? I guess I thought that already happened.
Oh, we got into it.
Yeah, who's not going to get into
Oh.
a slide job is the real question.
I think, and this is just my opinion, because of what he did at Martinsville, I think he ends up getting himself kicked from SRL within the near future.
Ooh.
What do you think comes first,
think
him
that's
getting
a-
kicked
I
or
don't think
J-Paw
it's a
dropping him
stretch.
from the team? Although J-Paw seems to
J-Paw
like him
keep
as a
him.
pet, so
J-Paw's
Yeah.
gonna
Keep
keep him.
him.
he seems to take it on as a project to try and fix it.
To be
Fair play.
fair, Slide Job
he-
is performing. He's getting the points. He's putting
Oh,
down
I
the
never
stats.
deny that. He's fast. It's just he just seems to do something stupid every race. It's
Yeah,
not that he
he's-
does it on purpose. It just
He's
happens.
not using his head. I think he's still new to racing, and I hope he
just needs
clears up because
experience.
he's a really. When he's having a good day, he's splashed a race. But man, when he's having an off day, it's like
It reminds me of
somebody
driving
said it.
Bigfoot
Where-
early on.
Yeah, somebody told me. I know who it is that told me. I'm not gonna say out of respect for them, but they said that Slide Job has a very, very short fuse. And as soon as you burn that fuse out, he reverts to before he had knowledge of racing.
Yeah. It reminds me of like the first couple of races we did with Skull. Honestly. Yeah, because Skull was like that a lot to begin with. He had a lot of speed and promise starting out, but he would always do something stupid.
Yeah.
And get into it with someone, even if he didn't mean to. And I think Skull worked on that, and I think eventually he got to a point where, you really didn't see that out of Skull, but on
he
rare
worked
occasion.
on it real good. He quit driving.
Fair enough.
How about which team is most likely to take home the most team championships?
Am I allowed to vote for myself?
Yeah, you can.
I would like to
So
vote for.
what are you
my
saying?
team.
Which one is most likely to bring home the most championships, or
Yeah,
the team championship?
The team championships. So, there's 3, right?
in each series.
It's just each series, right?
Yep.
I thought there was just one. Oh, is there
Nope.
a team championship in each series?
Yeah, there's
What?
a Truck 1, National, and a Premier.
Oh, but there's no. Oh, okay.
I gotta go with Cold Dog Racing.
I think I'm going cold.
If I don't back my boys, then why am I on the racetrack?
So we're all gonna pick our own teams.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the confidence in our own group.
I'm trying to look to see what the standings are in each one. I'm winning the first in the trucks.
Oh, I know Girthy Motorsports
J-Paw's
is
winning
pretty well out of it.
How is J-Paw winning the national? Oh well. Oh, he rigged that system.
And it's still
And
early.
Cole's winning the first one. Yeah. How many? I don't even think we've done 2 races in everything but the
We've
trucks.
done 2 in trucks.
Yeah, we're making the second round now.
I'm just saying the only time that we've had gone twice and my team's leading. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm also going to say that there's only so much downhill that the 2 car's going to take.
Fair enough. You got it off to a slow start. When do you think that'll turn around?
Sonoma.
Probably right.
Cold Dog Racing will be bringing their secret weapon for Sonoma.
Is it Mr.
I think
Slide?
If I remember the last time I raced a Sonoma race, what was it? It changed. You got into it was like, I think it was an NAR race or something, and it was like, I think we were still splitting the lobbies at the time, and it was like, I can't even remember. It might have been you and Skull, honestly, or you and Bigfoot. It was like you, Cheese, Skull, like I think maybe Bigfoot, something like that. It was like 4 of y'all. And I should have finished like 6, but I finished I think 2nd or 3rd because you guys just decided to wreck each other and forget the race. 'Cause we had a green-white checker. It was quite entertaining. Because you took out one of your teammates and they were running well and they finished like 8th. And they were pissed about it afterward too. It was hilarious. I was just like, I did not deserve to finish 3rd, but I'll take it.
I had some run-ins over the years.
Yeah, you did.
We're still doing this most likely stuff? Because I'm curious, who's most likely to dominate the first 2 stages and be nowhere to be found in the final?
Uh, hmm. Dominate, but not be there in the final. So who's got good short run? Or just outright pace, but sucks at strategy?
For Sonoma?
I'm the opposite.
Or are you in
Anywhere.
general?
In
I
general.
think he's in general, yeah. Who does well stage racing, but doesn't finish well?
I think I'm gonna go with Chris on this one. It's happened to him
Yeah, I
twice
can
at
see
Auto
that.
Club, and then I think it was at WWT.
That's
He
a
goes
fair
for it, but he doesn't. He doesn't.
assessment.
He does. He just kind of pits whenever. He doesn't really look too much into it. I could see that.
All right.
Because like most of
Opposite.
the guys that are consistent, me,
Who's
I never
most
get
likely
stage
not
points.
to be there in the stages? See, I was actually thinking Rushy, because he always starts
Nah,
last.
nah. Rushy does well. Rushy does well. Because the guy, no, it is 110%. You cannot tell me it's not me. Because I will run sixth or seventh in a fucking stage, and I've done this numerous times. And then I'll finish first, second, or third because I pull some BS strategy that shouldn't work and does, and I'll gain like 8 spots. It happens every time. It
Fair
is.
enough, but you've also got to admit you've run pretty well this season as far as stages go.
I mean, stage. Yeah, this season is what Auto Club. Yeah, my truck was the fastest there. I'm trying to think. What were the other races? I mean, like
What was the last one? Most likely to what?
Most likely
this
to
one
not be
was
there in the first two
not be
stages,
there in the
but be
first
there
two.
at the end.
I'm going with Cole. I think Cole
Cole gets
does.
stage points though, in my opinion.
See, I look at Cole more.
Cole's consistent, in my opinion. This is more
I think
like the guy
his.
that's going
I
to
think
finish
his.
sixth or
I
eighth,
think.
and then finish like
Um,
third or fourth.
I think Cole's like. I don't know. I haven't figured out how to do it, but he. Like obviously his car starts off a certain way, and it's like he gets just the most out of it by the time the end of the races, and he knows what adjustments he needs, and it just ends up working
Oh,
for him.
oh,
Good
I got
finishes.
I got a quick one because I'm
What you think,
curious
Cole?
to see.
To not get stage points but finish well?
Yeah.
You just do bad in
That's
stages, but do
pretty
well in
much
the
how
race.
I run. I
Yeah,
race the
I think
race,
me
how
and
the race
Cole are
goes, and
pretty
then end
similar in
up
that
getting there.
regard, honestly. This
Would you
season I've
have
done better,
Baritone?
but usually. Oh, I was just because that's ridiculous. As I was looking at some stats, who do you think's the first person to take away a pole from Chain? And how many races do you think will have to go before someone else gets the pole? Because he's won all 4
Ooh.
poles, and he'll
I think
probably win the one at
Cheese
Sonoma.
is a very fast qualifier. I think he'll
Yeah,
be
Cheese is a good
the one to
qualifier.
knock him off.
After Sonoma, it's Charlotte, and Cheese seems to have really fast cars at Charlotte, so I wouldn't deny that. I think, in my opinion, it's either going to be Cheese or Winding, because Winding seems to have really fast cars, but kind of falls off.
Last time we were at Charlotte, I know I think Winding won it.
Winning, yeah, Winding was real. That's why I was
He
saying,
beat
because I think Chain's
Chained
going to
and
get the pole at
myself.
Sonoma, but I think Chain might even admit he's not the best at Charlotte, and I think Winding and Cheese both have really fast stuff at Charlotte.
I
It
don't even
feels
know why I've
races
been
Bills is fast there
qualifying well, to
too.
be honest. I think switching to the
You
single
say
car
that every week.
qualifying. Well, ever since we switched to single car qualifying, I've benefited. I don't know why. Maybe
I
I've
think
run
I
a
started
hot lap
second
better
quite a
than
few
most.
times to you as well, so I think we both have done better.
So,
I'm trying to think. I
and
think I
that's
started
across
second to
all
you at Auto
leagues.
Club, and I think I started second to you at Iowa, or maybe it was Gateway. I'm not sure.
I had one, and I can't remember what it was. Most likely gonna get a speeding penalty.
Q Dog.
Cute on.
Right under the
It'll
bus.
find something. You'll find a stupid reason to knock you out of a race. You'll run,
Yeah.
make the whole thing.
Serious,
The last
yeah.
stop, you'll get a penalty. I can see
That's
that
the
happening.
So
truth.
I'm curious. Last night, did you actually forget to put a preset or have it on 9 or something? Was that why it was just bad?
I lost track of time. Cole actually had to call me to join the party, and when I went into the party, I click, and I think I went too far, and I set my controller down. I didn't even look because I had to use the bathroom so badly.
Oh, whoa. That's not good. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Who do you think's the most likely to get first multiple wins this season. Right now, I gotta win. J-Paw's gotta win.
Wow,
Rush's gotta
yeah.
win. Chris gotta
Look
win.
at the competition we've had this year. I mean,
Four
shit.
different winners. Who do you think's most likely to win next?
Who's the winner so
Sonoma's
far?
next. Then it's Charlotte. Then it's Indy.
Yeah, who are the winners?
Oh, that's
I've
on my
won.
shirt.
J-Paw's won. Rushy has won, and Chris has won.
Oh, I think Rushy's gonna win Sonoma.
Yeah,
so
Rush's
I'm going
Rushy.
Probably.
I would say Rushy having first. J-Paw would be a
If
close second,
if
'cause I
it
know how
somehow
much
got
he
to
likes
Indy, I think it would be J-Paw.
Yeah,
but
I know how much he likes Indy.
If it goes that long, it's in trucks, and I'll tell you, I did some actually. This is a little while back, but I've done some stuff in the trucks at Indy. I don't think it's going to be as dominates as he wants it to believe. It very much plays like a plate race in terms of you just draft the shit down the straightaways, and you know, as long as you can just turn in the corners, it's just like it's a drag race. It's going to be interesting to I think that'll be a very interesting race. That is in the trucks, right? Yeah, it is.
How about
That'll be
most
fun.
likely to make a surprise run in the championship in any series?
You just wanted to be called
Oh.
into this one, didn't you?
No, I was thinking more towards Bill.
Well, no one ever mentions me in anything for the championship, so I'm going to say myself because they always seem to pass over me.
Yeah,
Like,
but you're
not.
I mean, you're
a
in.
surprise.
Yeah, I
I
know.
mentioned
I
that you
know.
weren't far out.
Yeah, no, that's why I didn't call you out. I called the other two out.
I think it gives some credit to Billman the way he's been running so far.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought the
I
points.
I don't know if
say
we
you
can
don't.
pull the
Kinda close.
consistency together. I'd say Q. Yeah.
I'd say you as well, Q. I think you're gonna.
I don't
Make
know.
I
some
said
noise
this.
in
I
the
said
Xfinity
this in the
Series.
first. I said this in the first episode because everyone kind of mocked me when I was like, Q's going to give it a run at the national title, and they were like, too many good drivers for Q to give it a run. I was like, just watch. So.
I think as far as the national title goes, I still feel the same way. With how short the season is,
Cheese
there's
is going to be.
really
it's
no
gonna be
time to really
consistent.
catch back up.
Yeah. I won't
Granted,
deny.
we've only done one race, but
I pretty much gotta hope that Cheese doesn't win the because obviously the road courses is where Cheese
But I
has
think
the
there's some tracks
much
in this
larger
national series that
advantage.
Q will do well. There's Daytona.
I'm more worried about the road. The
Are
road
you good at
course.
Vegas?
I think the mile and a halfs and the super speedways are kind of suit me more.
Yeah.
Um,
What about
road
Dover? You
courses
good at Dover?
obviously. Any of the ovals. I don't. I'm more confident
I don't
in the
know.
ovals than I am at the road courses.
This is the
And
only
that's
road
where
course.
Cheese has the big
so you
big
got that going
advantage.
for you.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're. I don't remember you being very good at Martinsville.
No.
I think
Yeah,
you
it's
do
gonna be
decent
rough,
at
too.
Dover. Put in the right setup for Kentucky. I think you seem to have speed at ISM, don't you? Or is that cool?
Yeah, Phoenix. I love Phoenix.
I think both of you have speed there. So yeah, that's why I said I think
That's
you have
still my
consistency.
most favorite race in league race was last year's at Phoenix
Mm-hmm.
at SRL at race. It was awesome.
so looking at the experience, or well, not the experience. I need to look at the schedule, but there has been a different winner every race. But not only that, different teams winning every race. With Boss Racing at a Auto Club,
Oh wow!
J. Paul
I didn't even
Racing at
think about that. You're right.
WWT, Rushy at Iowa with Coal Dog Racing, and finally CGR winning at Talladega. Which team? Because other than Girthy Motorsports, who's going to get that second? Who's going to be the first team to get a second win for their team?
I'm sticking with us, Rushy at Sonoma. It's just hard to. With that being the next race, if I guess if Sonoma wasn't the next race, it would be a different, may possibly be a different pick. But with Sonoma being the next race, I'm sticking with Rushy.
You know the typical guys that are fast at a road course. Those guys are going to come out and do well at Sonoma. I think in my opinion, Sonoma's the biggest parity in terms of who's a good road course racer and who's not. Just the way the track races and everything, the guys who have put the most practice, who put the most amount of time in being able to know that track like the back of their hand, usually show it at that track, and it's hard to make up for that. So, Rushy's going to be fast. I think you're going to be fast. Speak of the devil.
Hey, there he
Uh,
is.
Hey, Rushy.
Cheese will be fast. So, it'll come down to probably you three in terms of who's going to end up making that. So, I don't know. If I finish fifth, I'll be fine. Or fourth.
Yeah, it's I would have to say it's a toss-up between Cold Dog Racing and CG Racing as far as getting that second win for their team. But man, the competition this year, 4 different winners, 4 different teams winning. What the hell?
It's good parity. It's fun. That's definitely the most parity I've seen in SRL. So it's nice to have.
I also wanted to talk about quarter 2, which has Indianapolis, Phoenix, Chicago, Bristol, Kentucky, and Mid-Ohio. Do you think the current top 6 will be the top 6 to worry about in quarter 2, or do you think there's going to be some change-ups there based on the tracks?
I gotta look at the top. Just memorize the
Can
top
you?
six.
I was say, can you repeat
Yeah, I
the
got
top
you.
6 right now?
So the top 6. If it'll load. Oh, I got it all the way down. Currently, Cheese is leading. Then it's J-Paw. Then it's myself. Then it's Rushy. Then it's Q, and then Chris. That is your top 6. Uh, Currently, yeah, just because I think you can't count out Cole or U-Chain. I think both of y'all will have decent runs at the consistency and stuff. The top 8 in the series are any given week. Any of those top 8 typically are going to go for the win. So they're that's it's good to have that type of parity and competition. So you can't count out Cole or Chain. So I think based off the schedule, I think definitely you're going to have Chain a decent be in that top 6. I'm not going to say who you're going to knock out. I don't know. I'd have to look. Yeah. I don't know. And then Cole and Q probably fighting for that 6th spot as well. Just depends on who shows up, because all it takes is one bad race in a quarter, and you're on the wrong foot for most of it. So.
Yep.
I don't know. Cole
Glad
and Q,
that the quarters
there's
exist.
quite a
Though.
few tracks that seem to have good. Yeah. Is Mid-Ohio also in that quarter?
Mid-Ohio ends the quarter.
That'll be interesting, though.
Oh, let's not forget Charlotte. The final race of this quarter is going to have 4 stages.
I thought Sonoma was the final race of this quarter.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Sonoma's
no,
5th.
you're right. I still think the top 6 in this quarter will change, just based on the last 2 tracks. So
Who wins quarter 1?
Rushy.
I mean, if I don't say myself, then why am I racing? I'm 6 points back. I can be decent. I think I can be consistent at both tracks. So I'll probably have to make up. I'll have to have a better race than Cheese and Rushy at Charlotte if I can't, if I can't capitalize on mistakes or just run consistent enough at Sonoma. So it'll be interesting though.
I hate to do this, but I think quarter 1 title is going to end up going to J-Paul.
J-Paul.
I think it's a good pick. I thought you backed the boy, but all right.
Yeah.
I want Cheese to win, and I'm hoping we found speed at Kentucky that will transfer into Charlotte. But based on the mile and a half,
I think Cheese is very consistent
so
at both
far,
tracks, honestly, and him being the guy in the points league currently, I think it'll be tough to dethrone him.
Right.
I think Cheese
However,
gets nervous though in those big moments though.
J-Paul
Yeah,
has been
you are right about
really
that.
good at stages, at least this quarter. So hopefully Cheese will win. I want him to win. But Rushy's going to be crawling up his ass at Sonoma. That's going to hurt Cheese. And I'm probably going to be crawling up his ass too. So Cheese is already might lose 2 spots on the racetrack right there. Just me and Rushy being out there during the Super Points weekend. And because it's Super Points, top 10 gets scored, not just top 5. So first will get 5 points, second will get 5 points, third will get 4, fourth will get 4, and so forth, all the way down to 10th. So I think Sonoma will end up keeping J-Paw closer to Cheese than he wants. And with how J-Paw performs at mile and a halves, he's going to be right there. And it's going to be just close all the way to the end.
I've seen
For
a
the
lot of
top-
Charlotte races end
top
in
5.
strategy. I think anyone inside that top, is 10 points
Top 4,
separated? I
really.
think anyone in that top 4 has got a chance at it.
Yeah.
Because it's
Top 4 have a
'cause-
shot at the title still. It's
Yeah, I think
that
it just
close.
depends on who can put the consistent or who can do the best 2 races. It'll be fun. It's gonna be a fun one till the end.
I'm excited.
It's good
So
to
I
have that
pulled
type
for
of
Cheese.
parity. You know, Cheese just called you a couple of names and
Oh yeah.
only way Cheese can.
Loser.
Yeah.
If you guys got any last minute things you want to toss in, you go ahead. But we're gonna shut this thing down in a couple of minutes.
I was looking forward to racing. Yeah. It's always good to race, so I can't wait.
Yeah, oh, it's such a bummer we had to postpone tonight, but 2 weeks off now in a row. That sucks.
Yeah.
The weather better
I'm
stay
just-
away next week.
I think me and Cole are kind of feeling the same way. We're like, I think we were, regardless whether it's today or next week, we're still kind of nervous about this race.
I'm nervous every road course I run. So
I just don't want a speeding penalty this time.
Well, you guys weren't on episode 5, so who do you guys think's gonna win? I know Q-Dog thinks Rushy's gonna win. Baritone, I don't know if you said anybody.
Like I said, I think Rushy, U-Chain, and Cheese are gonna have fast cars. So I'm gonna go.
I think Chris will be pretty good too.
Chris will have a fast car, yeah. U4
if
probably
Russia
the
can
best
work the fuel
4.
mileage right, I think he'll take it home.
U4 are the best 4 in terms of road course racers, so I'm gonna say J-Paul. Motherfucker will find another BS way. Damn you, Kyle Busch.
I'm gonna put the pressure on. I'm gonna say Chris is gonna win. I know he's had some disappointing crew chief calls the last couple weeks, so I think he's gonna turn it around.
Well, damn. Where's she coming in with
She
the call?
speaks.
Yeah,
He's
by the way,
finally gonna
guys,
live up to
Rushy's
the
been here for the
expectations.
entirety of the hour. He just hadn't said anything till now. Just
Oh, and to make a correction earlier, when I said I don't know who drives the 52, I just found out it's JJ Gailey. So there you go. I don't remember who I called the 52. I know I called someone else the 51, but I think that was.
you said Billman
I
was
don't know.
52. And Girth was
Yeah,
51.
you're right. Because yeah, there you go. So, congratulations, Billman. You're the new JJ Gailey.
All right, well,
Did we
appreciate
did we
you
race
guys.
Sonoma last season?
Yes, we did in the truck.
That's what I thought.
Came down to
Couldn't
fuel.
remember.
Yeah, you pitted for gas. I stayed out and saved.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, no problem. But we'll go ahead and close this thing out. Follow the Twitch channel Stampede Racing League without spaces to catch us live on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, or any kind of random time we decide to go live like tonight. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to keep up with future episodes of Stampede Racecast. If you enjoyed tonight's episode, give us a like. Follow the Twitter page at SR League for everything Stampede Racing. If you have what it takes to join the Stampede, message the Xbox Live profile Stampede Space Racing. Thank you, viewers, for joining us on Stampede Racecast again this week. We'll catch you next time. Have a good one. I can't open my menu. All right, there we go.